वन काय एरर्स आहे वाटतं काय?
Now make me host. Make me host. Nikhil.
मॅडम तुम्ही होस्ट झालात आपोआपच.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so first experiment, it is introductory. You have to do the standardization of NaOH. But before that, I'll introduce to you the various apparatus used in the chemistry lab. These are the test tubes which you have used in 11th and 12th. This is the desiccator for pulling hygroscopic sample like charcoal. This is the burette stand, burette stand, and you can hold the funnel, etc. also here. This is the electronic balance. This is the one pan balance. This is the beaker you have used. This is the conical flask. This is the funnel. This is the measuring cylinder. Now this measuring cylinder, the linings are there 1 ml, 2 ml like that. It is available in various capacity, 10 ml, 50 ml, 10 ml, 25 ml, 50 ml, 100 ml, 250 ml and 1000 ml measuring cylinder. The acids are mainly taken by measuring cylinder, not by pipette. Now this is the volumetric flask. Here the mark is supposed to be there, and when the solution is up to that mark, it is the volume of that solution which is there inside the container. It is called as volumetric flask. It is also available in various capacities, that is 10 ml, 50 ml, 200, 100 ml, 250 ml, 500 and 1000. So both of them are available in 10, 50, 200, 100, 250, 500 and 1000. This is a crucible. If we have to heat any sample in the oven, we have to heat it in the crucible. This is our burner, and this is pair of tongues. You know for what purpose it is used. Now our first experiment is standardization of NaOH solution. There are two types of standardization, primary standardized compound and secondary standardized compound. Oxalic acid, zinc sulfate, even if you prepare it today and if you will use after 4 days, they do not get decomposed, and therefore they are called as primary standard compounds. Whereas NaOH, EDTA, today if you will prepare, after 4 days if you will find their concentration decreases because they get decomposed, and that is why we need to standardize them by using the NaOH is done, standardization is done by using oxalic acid, and the second EDTA is done by using zinc sulfate. So zinc sulfate, oxalic acid, they are the primary standard whose concentration remain constant over a period of time. So that is there. But even the NaOH, we have 8 divisions, so 24 batches performing this experiment. So if we assume that every batch need at least 500 ml, so nearly 12 liters is required. So for safer side, the lab assistant makes it 15 liters or 20 liters in advance. So, but Monday water solution is prepared, get decomposed, and the concentration decreases. Maybe if it is 0.1, then it decreases to 0.07, etc., etc. So at the time of practical, you have to standardize every time NaOH. So to find out what is exact normality at the time of experiment. So what are the secondary substances which need to standardize? The EDTA is there, KMNO4 is there, Na2SO2, S2O3 is there, sodium thiosulfate, NaOH, KMNO4, FeSO4. They decompose, so their standardization is necessary. Now what is the formula of oxalic acid? H2C2O4, and the equivalent weight is 63 gram if you calculate. Hydrogen 2, carbon 24, oxygen 64. So here 2 hydrogen are there, so total weight by 2 will be the equivalent weight of the oxalic acid. Again here 2 water molecules are there. So if we have to prepare 1 liter, 1 normal, you have to dissolve 63 gram of H2C2O4 in the beaker in minimum amount of water, and then you have to transfer it to the volumetric flask, which I have shown you here, the volumetric flask in this. but 1000 ml is not required per batch. Only 100 ml is sufficient for per group. Therefore, we will instead of making 1 liter every group prepares only 100 ml. So we have to do the calculation from there. So from 1000, we want only 100 ml. So we have divided here by 10. So here also we will divide it by 10. So whatever operation you will do it on the left hand side, same operation you have to carry out on the right hand side. So here 1000 ml becomes 100. So here 63 becomes 6.3 gram. Now here one normal is there, here also one normal is there, but here it is 0.1. So here we have divided by 10. So again 6.3 will divide it by 10. 0.63 it will become. Now zero point 0.1 here, and here it is 0.05. So here we have divided by 2. So here also we have to divide it by 2 and you get 0.315. So 1000 ml 63, 100 ml 6.3, 100 ml zero point 0.1, 0.63, 100 ml 0.05, 0.315. It is the weight you have to take. Every batch is going to supposed to prepare this, but online, so I have explained only you the calculation. यहाँ पे जो भी आप करेंगे, the same operation you have to carry out here. Here one normal constant था, यहाँ पे 1000 को 10 से divide किया, इधर भी 1000 को 10 से. Here 100 का 100 ही है, लेकिन 1 का 0.1 हुआ, तो इधर 6.10 को we have divided by 10. Instead of 0.1 it has become 0.05. So here we have made it 0.315. So you have to weigh it exactly on the watch glass. You have to dissolve it and you have to dilute it up to the 100 ml in the volumetric flask. Now then you have to carry out the titration. Oxalic acid is ready. Oxalic acid is ready. Our oxalic acid is ready. So in one burette we will fill the oxalic acid, in another burette we will fill the NaOH solution, and we have to use the phenolphthalein as indicator. Color is colorless to faint pink. End point is colorless to faint pink. Now whatever earlier batches have made mistake, I don't want you to make a mistake, so please pay attention. Here you are taking 5 ml of oxalic acid in the conical flask. ब्यूरेट में भरा हुआ है, उसमें से 5 ml conical flask में लेना है. 2 to 3 drops of phenolphthalein you have to add, and then go on adding NaOH till you get the color change from colorless to faint pink. So that is the end point. Indicator is phenolphthalein. कोनिकल फ्लास्क में आपने लिया है ऑक्सैलिक एसिड. पिपेट से क्यों नहीं लिया? क्योंकि ब्यूरेट आर more accurate and NaOH is there in the burette. So pilot reading, the first reading is the rough reading. It's huge idea in what range you get the reading. So here if you take 5 ml of this, we have done this experiment for you, so it is between 5 to 6 ml. The rough idea you get that the reading is between 5 to 6 ml. So here you so pilot reading you will write 5 to 6 ml. Here you will not write anything. Here you will not write anything. Pay attention. Don't make a mistake. Don't copy it from last year's journal. So here first reading is exact reading is 5.6, second is 5.6, and third is 5.8. So your constant reading is 5.6. Is it clear? Yes. Are you getting me, everyone? Are you getting me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so 5 to 6 is your pilot rough reading. You get the idea in what range your burette reading is. So it is between 5 to 6. What is the first exact reading? Again, whatever you have first taken pilot reading, you have to throw the content of the conical flask, wash it properly. Again, take 5 ml of oxalic acid, add to that 3 drops of phenolphthalein, and add to that NaOH till the color changes colorless to faint pink, and take the first reading. Again you have to wash, take the second reading. Again you have to repeat the same procedure third time. This reading we are giving it, write it down: 5.6, 5.6, and 5.8. So constant burette reading is 5.6. Now when here nothing is there, here nothing is there, Now, initially, when you do not add any NOH, the initial reading, here it is 0, write it down. Here also it is 0, here also it is 0. Have you got it? Now, then next is final minus initial. So 5.6 minus 0, it will be 5.6. 5.6 minus 0, it will be 5.6. 5.8 minus 0, it will be 5.8. Have I made you clear? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
yes, so your constant burette reading is 5.6, which you have to substitute here. NaOH की normality हमको निकालना है, oxalic acid की is known to you. Oxalic acid जो हमने तैयार किया है वो 0.5 normal है और 5 ml हमने titration के लिए लिया है. Oxalic acid normality is 0.05 और उसका वॉल्यूम हमने 5 ml लिया है. N1 you have to calculate and for that V1 is here 5.6. V1 is here 5.6. So find out what is normality of NaOH. करो 0.05 multiply by 5 divided by 5.6. Tell me the answer. Tell me the answer. Chalo, tell me the answer.
0.44.
0.004.
Point
0.44.
no, it cannot be 0.44. 0.049 or something it you will get. Point
0.044.
0.044.
okay, 0.04. Huh?
0.044.
0.04 is your normality. Again, I'll explain. N1 you have to calculate. V1 is your burette reading 5.6. N2 you have prepared so you know the concentration 0.05. V2 is you have taken 5 ml oxalic acid per titration. So 0.05 into 5 divided by V1. V1 is your burette reading, that is 5.6 here. So are you sure you are getting 0.04? Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay.
Madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that was the first part of the experiment to standardize the NaOH solution. And reading, I will make you sure how to write 5 to 6, here dash dash, here 5.6, 5.6, 5.8, constant is 5.6, here 0, 0, 0, here 5.6, here 5.6, 5.8. Don't write any other reading which are there in the last year's batch. Unnecessary, everyone is getting 2 marks less for the observation. Now second part is you have to calculate the error in the experiment. There are two types of error, absolute error and relative error. Absolute error is what is that, I'll explain it with the help of the calculation. So I will share. Is it visible to you, everyone? Is it visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what is absolute error? So whenever you perform the experiment many a times, even same today's experiment which I have explained you, we got it 5.6, 5.6 and 5.8. But because of personal error, everyone do not get the same reading. Maybe someone will get 5.8, 5.8 and 6. Maybe someone will get 6.2, 6.2 and 6.4 or 6.3, etc. So because of this, the accuracy we have to determine how much accurate your experiment is there. So first we will calculate how much is the absolute error. Absolute error is the true value minus observed value. Observed means experimentally determined and true value means expected reading. So for today's titration, expected reading was 5 and you got 5.6. So absolute error will be 5.6 minus 5. So observed value minus true value is called as absolute error. I'll repeat. Observed means experimentally determined. True value means theoretically expected. So always two may not match with each other. Then you have to determine what is the absolute error. So it is 5.6 minus 5. So it is 0.6. Have you understood everyone? Yes. समझ में आया क्या सबके? आया
Yes,
Yes,
क्या?
madam. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now relative error we have to calculate. It is equal to absolute error divided by true value into 100. Relative error is always in percentage, so you have to multiply by 100. So 0.6 divided by 5 into 100, you get 12%. Relative error is absolute error divided by true value into 100. Absolute error divided by true value into 100, that is it is 12%. That is it is 12%. Now one more is given for your practice. You do the practice of this. Tell me immediately orally how much is the absolute error and how much is the relative
0.
error.
0.5 and 10%.
Absolute error 0.5
0.5 and 10%.
10%.
and
Okay.
10%.
10%.
Yeah, okay. Now another type of the numerical we are taking where xi, x is x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7, x8, x9. Total 9 readings are there taken. Burette reading 9 readings are taken. They are called as xi or replicas. Total 9 readings are taken. X1, X2, X3, X4, X5, X6, X7, X8, X9. Total 9 readings are taken. These are called as the replicas and they are represented by Xi, I at the base. Now we have to find out the mean of this. So X bar is the mean of all the 9 readings. So you have to add these all replicas, that is summation of all the 9 readings divided by number of readings, that is 9. That is called as X bar. Xi is the replicas. How many reading you have taken? That is Xi. And if you will add all the Xi, if you will take the summation of Xi and divide it by number of the readings you are taking, that is here we are taking 9 reading, then you get the mean X. Mean X. Xi is the replica and X bar is the mean X. Remember this value 5.75. For another, we are going to use the same values. So remember, understand x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7, x8, 9. These are the readings. These are the readings and we have found out X bar, that is mean of this 9 reading. So we have added all the 9 readings and we have divided it by 9, you get 5.75. Is it clear up to this? Is it clear up to this?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Earlier reading was your, again it is carried out same. These are the 9 readings 5.6, 5.6, 5.6, and for all of them mean was the 5.75. Do you remember mean we have calculated in the earlier slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 5.75 ये सब ऐड किया और उसको 9 से डिवाइड किया तो you got 5.75 in the earlier slide. Shall I show it to you again
No,
or
ma'am.
no need?
No,
No
ma'am.
need.
No need, ma'am. No.
Oh, ma'am.
Okay. Now next we have to calculate xi minus x bar. So next is xi is 5.6 and x bar is 5.75. So when you will subtract 5.6, 5.75 from 5.6, you get minus 0.15. And make the square of this, you will get not the bracket square. So don't use the formula a minus b bracket square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. ये जो वैल्यू आई है उसका स्क्वायर करो, माइनस का स्क्वायर भी प्लस ही आता है और 0.15 का 0.0225, 15 का 225 आता है लेकिन यार डेसिमल पॉइंट है इसलिए 0.225. तो ये हमने हर एक चीज का दिस माइनस दिस किया, this minus this किया. Now 5.9 is greater and 5.75 is less, so plus 0.75. 5.7 and 5.75. So it is minus 0.05. 5.6 minus 5.75 minus 0.15. Here 5.9 plus 15. 5.9 plus 15. 5.8 plus 0.5 and 5.8 plus 0.5. So xi minus x bar, you have to take the square, that is 0.225, 0.225. You are add all this, you get 0.1425. Add all this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or add all this, you get this reading 0.145. Now you have to calculate standard deviation. Standard deviation means instead of for each reading, deviation means difference. So for that, the formula is sigma x, and it is represented by sigma s. So under square of summation of this xi minus x bar bracket square divided by n minus 1 under square of summation of xi minus x bar bracket square divided by n minus 1. So this is the summation. This is the summation. So under square in the numerator it will be 0.1425 and n minus 1. Here we have taken 9 reading. So 9 minus 1 means 8 reading. So if you will divide it by 8, sigma x will be 0.1425 divided by 8 square root of that. That is called as standard deviation. Formula is under root of square summation of xi minus x bar. This is the summation. Summation म्हणजे फक्त add करायचे reading. This is the summation divided by n minus 1. Total we have taken 9 readings. So n minus 1 is 8. So this is your sigma x. Now you have to calculate standard deviation of mean, that is sigma x bar. Sigma x bar. So is equal to sigma x bar is equal to sigma x. ही जी value आली sigma x. So 0.1425 divided by 8 आणि स्क्वेअर रूट त्याचा केला की आपल्याला ही व्हॅल्यू मिळते. सो स्टँडर्ड डेव्हिएशन इज सिग्मा एक्स इज 0.133. सो 0.133 divided by square root of 9. Square root of 9 is 3. So 0.133 divided by 3. You get 0.044. So the earlier we have seen absolute error, relative error, then we have seen standard deviation sigma x, and then we have seen standard deviation of mean. Just go through all the calculation, understand this. If you have any query, you ask me. If you have any query, ask me. These are the different reading xi replicas. This is the mean of all the reading. Mean means we have added all and we have divided by 9. So you get mean for all of them 5.75. Then we have done xi minus x bar here. Then we have taken the square of this and we have added it. Then standard deviation is sigma x. Here it is summation of xi minus x bar divided by n minus 1. So 0.1425 divided by 8 is your standard deviation. Standard deviation of mean bar sigma x. That is sigma x here we have calculated. Square root of 9. Total we have taken 9 reading. So 9 ka square root is 3. So 0.133 divided by 3. You get 0.044. Have you understood everything?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Now I will share the observation table. This is the observation table. This is the observation table. Here, preparation of chemical solution. I have explained you. NaOH is taken in the burette. Oxalic acid is taken in the another burette which we have prepared. It is 0.05. Phenolphthalein is indicator. Then here 5 to 6, 5.6, 5.6, 5.8. Mean is 5.6. Here dash, here 0, 0, 0. So 5.6, 5.6, 5.8. Difference final minus initial will be same. Whatever reading is at the top, same will be here because here it is 0. Then you have to use the formula N1V1 is equal to N2V2. Oxalic acid is 0.05 we have prepared. We have taken only 5 ml for titration. So V2 is 5 ml. Burette reading is 5.6. So here 0.05 into 5 divided by 5.6. So here you get 0.04. That is the normality. And this is the error. For this reading, it is everything is done. You just cross check it. You just cross check it and make the Excel sheet for this. Make the Excel sheet for this. These are the replicas. This is the mean. This is the standard deviation and sigma x, and this is sigma x bar. So that is there. You calculate an Excel sheet. You have to join it. Now the this thing I will share Google Form. But who is the PR of this batch?
Yes, ma'am. I'm Zed Baldar.
Name, your name, please.
Zed Baldar.
ZAID. Okay. So congratulations, beta. But now you have to work hard. All the 3 earlier batches which we have done the 4 experiment with me, K1, K2, and L1. They have uploaded their Google form on my mail ID. So now I'm getting the warning that there is the upload capacity is reach. So you cannot upload it. I will share the Google form. You just see what you need to do. Make the PDF of all. Please understand. You try to upload it. If it is uploaded, okay, but it is not, you then this is the other way. BR will take the cognizance. So after the 3 experiment will get over, everyone you keep your PDF ready. What is you are supposed to write in the experiment? The observation, calculation, result, and 2 to 3 questions which are asked there, their answer. You have to make a single PDF for experiment 1, single PDF for experiment 2, single PDF for experiment 3, and you have to make
Experiment.
your own folder. So your roll numbers are starting from, just understand. Yes, your roll numbers are starting from
1 to 20. 1 to 24.
no, 1 4. Suppose for Jait, for you it is 14022. So you will make your folder of 3 experiment with, in each experiment what I am expecting: observation, result, observation, calculation, result, and question answer. For question answer, what question are to be written? For that I will share the Google form on your WhatsApp group. You have to complete it in 3 days and make the PDF. And what will be the name of your folder? Your folder will be your batch N1 underscore 14003 underscore Aditya. Have you got it? Huh? Yes,
Yes,
or
ma'am.
no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone will make a folder, and in that folder 3 experiment will be there. For all the 3, I will share every time one Google form. For today's experiment, I will share one Google form. What are the question? You write it down on in the notebook. Make the single PDF of that if you can, and all that PDF you store it in your folder. Your folder name will be N1 underscore your roll number underscore your first name. Have you got it? So that is there. When all the 3 will be over, you will mail it to your BR Zaid, and then BR will mail me, but the volume will be more than 25 MB. So he will share it with in my Google Drive. Have you got it? First 3 experiment 1
Ma'am,
and huh.
गुगल फॉर्म मध्ये पण तेच क्वेश्चन असणार म्हणजे ऑब्झर्वेशन वगैरे असंच असणार ना?
हो सगळं आहे त्याच्यात. I have
मग
taken
तुम्ही
care.
व्हॉट्सअपवर जे एक्सपेरिमेंट 2 ची पीडीएफ पाठवलेला आहे
हा
त्याला मी गुगल डॉक मध्ये कन्वर्ट करून त्याची पीडीएफ तयार केली. तिथं फक्त डायरेक्ट ऑब्झर्वेशन टेबल आहे, तिथं फक्त मी
नाही, क्वेश्चन आन्सर नाहीयेत त्याच्यात. पीडीएफ मध्ये क्वेश्चन आन्सर नाहीयेत.
ते क्वेश्चन आन्सरसाठी आम्ही नोटबुक लिहितो. क्वेश्चनचं फक्त ऑब्झर्वेशन कॅल्क्युलेशन वगैरे आहेच ना.
नाही नाही, पण हे तुम्हाला रेडीमेड मिळते ना गुगल फॉर्म मध्ये. फक्त तुम्हाला भरायचंय ते आणि ते हे करायचंय ते.
ते तसं पण
आता ते कोऑर्डिनेटरने सांगितलं युनिफॉर्म करायला, तर तसं करूया प्लीज. हा, कोऑर्डिनेटरच्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन आहे की गुगल फॉर्म शेअर करायचा. तर मी गुगल फॉर्म शेअर करते तुमच्याशी. 1-2 मिनिट थांबा. तुमच्या याच्यावर पाठवलाय का बघते मी आधी. पाठवलाय का मी?
नाही, चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये पाठवा. चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये पाठवा.
ओके, 1 मिनिट. टुडे वी हॅव टेकन प्रॅक्टिकल 1. I am writing it for my reference so that next time there should not be any confusion. So I am writing it practical 1 के लिए. Already it was there. Experiment etc. was there for the. I think it was supposed to be practical. 18th को हमारा हुआ नहीं क्या? 18th मार्च को हमारा experiment.
नो मॅम, पीबीएल हुआ.
हाँ,
पीबीएल
PBL हुआ. Okay.
मॅडम 18 मार्चला पीबीएल झालं.
Okay, okay. So I will share the form. 1 minute. A division. I will share the Google form for you. This is the Google form link for you. On WhatsApp, I will send. Someone, can you send it to the chat box? On WhatsApp, I have shared. Yes. Yeah. This is the Google form Meet. You can see it. Click it. You will get it.
मॅम ऍक्च्युली
हाँ
ये
बोलो.
ऑब्जर्वेशन टेबल है, त्याचा ऑब्जर्वेशन जो टेबल है ना,
हाँ
वैसा हम अगर नोटबुक में ड्रॉ करके उसका फाइल अपलोड करना है ना सर.
हाँ हाँ हाँ. Everything as it is. हाँ.
ओके.
Ma'am, we have to submit within 3 days.
PDF submit करायची आहे, पण first make the PDF, keep it ready. If when all the 3 are done, then make your own folder N1_14009 underscore Atharva, like that. And that folder with 3 experiment PDF, you will send it to your BR, and BR will send all such 23 or 24 students in one single mail, the PDF folder, and the topic that will not be below 25 MB. So he will share it with my Google Drive. That is possible because uploading it is not taking it. You try it, but I am getting consistently warning that the uploading is capacity is over करके. So you check it. If it done, then okay. Otherwise, see what make the folder and share it with me, as I have told it to other batches also.
कब
हाँ?
तक सबमिट करना है? कब तक submit करना है?
3 दिन में होना चाहिए एक एक्सपेरिमेंट.
एक
देखो,
एक्सपीरियंस.
हाँ, एक एक्सपेरिमेंट 3 दिन में, आज के बाद 3 दिन में. Now I will share the attendance list. Zayed,
Thursday
I
को?
will call you for that problem. Zayed,
Okay मैम.
that problem is still unsolved. That link I am not able to. When are you free today? I will call you in the evening anytime.
Anytime मैम.
Oh.
Evening. Anytime मैम.
इवनिंग चलेगा 7 o'clock वगैरह.
हाँ 7:30 कभी.
Okay, you give me time. Accordingly, I will call. 7:30. Shall I call?
Okay मैम.
Okay, thank you बेटा.
तिन्ही एक्सपेरिमेंट 3 दिवसात सबमिट करायचे का?
नाही रे बेटा, पहिला एक्सपेरिमेंट तुम्ही तयार ठेवा, 3 झाले की फोल्डर पाठवा.
ओके ओके.
कळलंय का तुम्हाला? तुम्ही फोल्डर तयार करून ठेवा. हॅलो, फोल्डर तयार करून ठेवा. त्याच्यात अजून 2 झाले की मग सेंड करा मला. ते बिहारचं काम आपल्याला वाढवायचं नाहीये.
मग ते 3-4 दिवसात
हे आता तयार करून ठेवा. सेकंड झाला की सेकंड तयार करून ठेवा. थर्ड झाला की थर्ड, आणि थर्ड ज्या दिवशी होईल त्याच्या दुसऱ्या दिवशी सेंड करा तुमचं
मॅम
फोल्डर.
हे आता फर्स्ट गुगल फॉर्म आहे. फर्स्ट एक्सपेरिमेंटचा गुगल फॉर्म आहे फक्त. हा फक्त फर्स्ट एक्सपेरिमेंटचा गुगल फॉर्म आहे ना?
हो हो
सेकंड थर्डचा तुम्ही टाइम नंतर देणार.
हो हो. सेकंड टाइम
चालेल.
अजून आपण केलंच नाही ना.
मग ते नेक्स्ट वीकला.
हो हो, नेक्स्ट वीकला.
चालेल.
मॅम प्रॅक्टिकल नंबर किती आहे?
एक्सपेरिमेंट नंबर 1.
1.
मॅम आता लिव्ह करायचं का? हॅलो मॅम. मॅम शुड वी लिव्ह? हॅलो मॅम. मॅम.
Oh, sorry. So everyone will make the folder N1 underscore roll number underscore name. For example, N1 underscore 14,001 underscore Piyush. And he will, after completing all the 3 experiment, third experiment, I will give only 1 day for completion. So next day, you will mail it to the BR. And BR will collect all these folders of 23 students and he will send a mail to me, and subject for BR will be N1 for 1 to 3 practical folder of N1 batch. So 1 to 3 experiment number folder of practical batch. And then he will attach that and it will go to my drive and it will be there, because we have to preserve the results up to the examination results are declared. Okay, if it is clear, I will end up the meeting. Is it clear to everyone? Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bye. Have a good day.